Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
You find yourself in a tavern.
Oh, we should have checked for traps.
I knew he forgot something.
I think I can reason with him.
You killed his father.
Can I have sex with it?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna touch a sword.
Don't touch the sword!
The child is evil, right?
Obviously.
I could cast Fireball.
Always cast fireball.
All right, roll for it. Welcome to Friday Night Quests. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Jay Jones. For any new listeners, this is a show where we invite guests to join us for a game of Dungeons and Dragons. There's no board, no tokens, just paper, pencils, dice, and our own imaginations as we work together to tell a story. This month, our guest is Seychelle Gabriel from Falling Skies and the Legend of Korra. We're big fans of her work, and it turns out she's also one of the nicest people we've ever met, and it was a blast to have her on the show. We've got a great adventure to share with you, so without further ado, let's get to the game. All right, let's meet our players. First up, we have Jeremy Fox. Jeremy's a writer for film and television, and Jeremy is playing the human fighter, Prince Horace Kemp. Tell us a little bit about Horace.
He's beautiful.
Ooh.
He's got long, flowing blocks? Yeah.
Just hanging off of him.
And locks. He's got long, flowing locks of hair, curled. Beautiful velvet clothing. He keeps it rock hard all the time. Interpret that any way you want.
The dry cleaning. He always wants the most starch as possible in his dry cleaning.
Keeps his clothes rock hard. And he's a little self-absorbed. Or do you want physical or emotional?
I'm looking for real deep-seated emotional
mother problems,
details.
mother issues.
What does the inside of his skull look like?
Opalescent.
So
Beautiful.
So tell us a little bit about one thing that Horace is thankful for.
Did you want it to be in my inventory?
Sure.
Or did you just want it in...
Or your friend.
Or in life.
Beautiful face.
Yeah, probably his looks. Yeah, Seychelle's
He's most
right.
thankful for his...
Yeah, he's thankful for his beautiful, beautiful face and eyes. Yeah.
Well, we're all thankful, I think.
Yeah, obviously.
All right, next up is Kelly Egan. Kelly is a digital strategist, but with us, of course, she's the half-elf druid, Ysabel Izzy Buchanan. Kelly, tell us a little bit about Izzy.
So Izzy is now 20 years old.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Izzy. I have green eyes, black skin, and black hair. I'm about 5'6", 5'7". I think in our last campaign, I upgraded my armor to studded leather, which is giving me a little better.
Get a little bit of flair with that
a little
leather.
bit of flair. I've also purchased a U wand, which I'm very excited about.
What does a U wand look like?
So my U wand is actually, you think of a wand being like a dainty, like Harry Potter wand, it tapers, it's twisted. Like Hermione's wand looks like it has stuff carved onto it. This looks just like an unassuming stick because I bought the U wand and it comes uncarved, I guess you could say.
You're saying you wand. Got it. Okay.
But it's like, oh, look at what a nice smooth stick Izzy found. It's like, no, this is how it starts out. It will eventually come to take on its own characteristics. There may be a crystal at the end of it.
It will grow?
It'll change with me as I use it. It's my magic siphon, I guess you could say.
You might tie a spider to it or something.
Yeah, it might break off into 3 things at the end. We don't know as I use my spells through it what will happen to this wood because wood, like willow wood, is a sacred wood element to druids, and it's very receptive to it, which is why we gravitate towards it. So
no, I don't.
So I got a nice smooth stick in my hand.
Cool.
Very nice. And we didn't say this before. I think Horace, you're a human, right?
Yes.
And Izzy, you are in fact you're an elf and a drow together, right?
Well, no, a drow and a human.
Drow and
a human. That's right.
What is a drow?
So a drow is a dark elf. They were once elves, but then driven through chaotic evil into the earth, and they were kind of cast out. They believe in murder, and they celebrate destruction. They celebrate.
That's typically frowned upon in most societies.
Yeah, they're the bad guys. My dad is a kind of an oddball out of that group who left kind of around in his later adulthood and left that area because he had a higher calling. So he met my mom, who was a very powerful healer in her village. But again, she was an outcast in her kind of
And she was
setting.
a human?
She was a human healer. But being very powerful, there was what's up with this woman? What is she? Maybe something more we have yet to discover. But
Also, she's dating a drow.
Also,
Maybe
she's
let's
dating
not
a drow.
keep talking to her.
But Dad's got their relationship is very weird. They're both very independent people, which is funny because I'm a very codependent person. And so
As
they come
Izzy?
and go. Yeah. Yeah. No, I need to be with you guys.
That's true.
I like you guys. So they met together and formed this really unholy union, which is me. Chaotically good girl. So
No one could see this, but Kelly, who plays Izzy, was waving her hands in the air excitedly.
hi.
Sparkle hands.
Let's all be friends.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, so I grew up alone, isolated in the woods with my family. So I had like the creatures in nature to comfort me, and the stories my dad and my mom told me of their own races. So that's kind of molded me into being this like, everything's great, everyone can come together and love each other, right? It's all good, right? What's
Also,
evil?
maybe murder?
Peace. Also, murder's not
Also,
bad.
murder's sometimes okay.
Murder's not bad when you believe in it with your heart.
Remember that, kids. Key takeaway. Our next player is Mike Christensen. He is my partner in crime on the Because Comics podcast. Mike plays the human wizard, Sweeney. Mike, tell us a little bit about Sweeney.
Sweeney, at first glance, doesn't look anything like you'd think a wizard looks. He's human, and he's skinny with red hair, but he's got sort of patchy facial hair and gross orange dreadlocks, and he wears what you expect like a street magician to wear if they were also clearly a vagabond and a hobo.
Right.
You also do see tattoos underneath his clothes. He's got actually spells tattooed on his chest and on his arms, and his knuckles say Mage Life. And he's got rings and things. He's got piercings as well. He just doesn't look like what you'd want your wizard to look like. Like if you're like, all right, here we go, the wizard's coming to town, and Sweeney showed up, you'd be like, was there anyone else? Is this the only one that we got? All right.
This is our wizard.
This is the wizard that we have in this party. And yeah, something that he's thankful for is he finally bought some healing potions, because it's crazy. We've done this 4 times. I got knocked out by a demon in the
very
first adventure, and then we continued to not buy healing potions 3 times.
Saved you with my mouth.
Yeah, I know. I should have also bought healing potions. I was on fire.
Yeah.
My chest was on. I had to get re-tattooed.
I thought you meant your chest was like on fire.
That's just
Like-
my blazing red chest hair.
Oh, this mistake.
Yeah.
I guess it was after you fought that giant thing in a ballroom and dropped a chandelier on it. You're like,
Yeah.
maybe we should get some more
Oh,
health
I fought a
potions.
creature of nightmares.
Of course.
Health is important.
We did. We really did that.
Yeah, we fought your boogeyman.
Yeah.
Good job,
We
guys.
we fought some pretty creepy things.
We did.
So.
All right. Well, and finally, we're very excited for this adventure's special guest. She's best known for her work on The Legend of Korra as Asami, which we're all huge fans of. And you might also know her as Lords in Falling Skies. Seychelle Gabriel is here.
Hi.
So, Seychelle, tell us a little bit about your character that you're playing.
My character is named Zereni Briarfell. She is a wood elf, and she has copper greenish skin, blue eyes, black
Ooh.
hair. She is a whopping 92 years old, which is not exactly an adult in elven.
No, yeah, I guess that would be 19
Something
for,
like that.
for
Something
humans.
like that. Yeah.
Right, 5'8", and she is also a warlock and has a sage background.
Oh, wonderful. And what? So what's a sage like for listeners, I guess?
A sage is someone who has spent years learning the lore of the multiverse. I'm reading this. I'm sorry. I sound so smart.
You shouldn't have told the audience that.
But I'm a researcher, so I've spent a lot of time in libraries and sacred places with old things that you could ask for manuscripts and information.
Yeah, I'll
and
take
I've spent
2 manuscripts and some fries.
and some fries, and I like to study at places with food. I've spent many a night poring over interesting
Tomes and books?
Yeah.
So what would be something that Zereni is thankful for?
She is especially thankful for the Book of Shadows that she was given by a patron, and great old one.
Oh,
Great old one.
not a normal gift giver.
Yeah, for those listening, the warlocks get their powers from making pacts with some sort of extra-dimensional being, and our warlock drew her power from something along the lines of Cthulhu or Dagon.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Cool.
No, maybe not them, but something unknowable and mysterious from beyond our fathoming abilities.
And he was like, here's a book. You want a book?
Oh, cool, magic.
Through the darkness of time and space.
Getting the library card for those libraries is real tough. Real tough, guys.
Give the book back.
A lot of tenure.
What does the Book of Spells look like?
It's a brown leather book. It's very kind of unassuming. Like you wouldn't think it was special when you looked at it.
It wasn't given to someone by an extra-dimensional god.
Right. Which is cool about it. That's what Zereni likes about it. And it's got on the back just an indentation of like a lotus type of flower. And it's got one bind that's like a shiny red. So
Very cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of simple, but not something that would really catch your eye.
You were like, I gotta have that book.
Right.
It's made of gold.
And you open up and it's filled with madness.
Mad
All right,
secrets.
guys. Well, those were our players, and now let's get into the game. The early morning sun glistens through the moss-covered trees. Its light reflects off the water and lily pads. Water's Root is a swampland teeming with life. It is said that flora and fauna of every kind has once called this place home. This reverence has earned it the protection it now receives by the local authority. No hunting, no trapping, and only a few are permitted to operate in these waters. One place in particular being Bartholomew's Cradle, a great lodge that stands on massive oak stilts, encircling a small island about the size of a wagon. An island fiercely protected by the local authority due to it being the last remaining site of this swamp's rarest treasure, a moondrop lily. A single flower that blooms 4 times a year and only under moonlight. The water's surface ripples outward as a long but thin rowboat cuts clean through one of the narrow channels amongst the labyrinth that is Water's Root. On the boat sits 8 people. At the very front sits an elf couple, examining their maps and papers with fervent excitement. Behind them, a quiet elderly tiefling woman, staring off into the distance. Next to her is Zereni, who is sitting, I imagine, with her book. What is Zereni doing on this boat?
Zereni is just water gazing.
Water gazing? All right. Behind her is Horace and Sweeney, sitting next to each other. What are the two of you up to on this little boat ride?
Rochambeau, probably.
Rochambeau? I don't know how to play it.
I know.
Also, you've been winning money from me.
I've been just grifting you.
I'll figure
So
this out.
what is the pitchfork again?
Oh, Pitchfork doesn't beat Wildwood, so unfortunately,
Why
no.
am I using it?
I don't know, man. You know what you should try is...
What's the third in Pitchfork Wildwood?
No, he just keeps adding things.
Oh, okay.
You should use his Lava Stone again, man, because that one, almost worked for you. But
Yeah, I'll probably go back to Lava Stone.
yeah, but be careful. If I pull out Kryptonite, it's just not going to work out.
Kryptonite.
That's tough. So behind them is Izzy, sitting next to a grizzled boatman, a human who looks to be on the back end of his 50s, working the large boat paddle, propelling you through the water. So Izzy, what are you up to?
I'm kind of checking out the horizon and scanning the area. I'm paying attention greatly to like our surroundings, and it seemed to be like I'm looking for something.
So, where are you guys coming from?
A little bit of everywhere, nowhere. We've been look.
Yes.
We've been a lot of places.
You've been a lot of places?
Been a lot of places.
All right.
Seen some shit.
Oh, well, you ever been to the Water's Root before?
Nope. New to here. Never been here before. Brand new.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Water's Root, it's a beautiful place. We got channels running all over here on the right and on the left. We've got a couple, I don't know if you know the old mythos of Water's Root. All you up front, if you can hear me. Well, Water's Root, it's a home to the Moondrop Lily, which we'll all be taking you to. I hope you guys have a nice day. It's a nice place we're going to, Bartholomew's Cradle. But little history here. The Water's Root is actually used to be home to a pack of druids. They were they were the druids of the Greenhorn. They were these Minotaur fellas. Now, I don't know.
Say Greenhorn?
Greenhorn.
Okay. It sounded like whore.
No, it's druids. It's the of the Green Horn.
Oh, is there going to be green whores here?
Because I've been to the Green Whore.
No. Is that somewhere around? I'm sorry, I only know this area.
It's a place in New Cirrhosis, man. It's supposed to be great.
I've never been to New Cirrhosis, but I hear they have some fine bars in New Cirrhosis. But yeah, I know a little bit about the Minotaurs. Now, I've never met a Minotaur myself. I mean, I think there's still some around these parts, some locals, but they seem to be fine. Fine creatures. But that's about the most I know about this area. I can tell you a little about the local flora and fauna. I consider myself a master boatman myself.
Master Boatman?
A master boatman.
Or did you say whore?
Master or man.
Well, I use oars. I apologize. Down here in Water's Root, some people have a little bit of difficulty with my accent, so I completely understand. But so what brings all of you here?
What race is the boatman, by the way?
He's a human.
Okay.
He looks like an old, grizzled human.
He's a grizzly bear.
Just a grizzly bear.
What
What brings all you here?
Well, Izzy said this was the place to see.
Yeah, I'm kind of in charge of where we go and what we do. So, and we haven't been here, like I said. We have not been here, but we've been places.
Who are you here with, miss?
I'm here with these two. And I point to Kemp, or actually in front of me, because you're sitting in front of me.
Are you all in that newfangled relationship I hear about? There's like 3 of you together, and that's
polyamorous? No.
Look, I don't know. I only I push a boat along a swamp. I don't know much.
That's not a newfangled
You'd like that, wouldn't you, boatman?
It's old as time.
You definitely can take that home tonight. Yeah, no.
I don't know what you mean, miss, but sometimes I have a hard time understanding other people's accents.
It's okay. I mean, this one, and I've just to Kemp, likes dragons. Put that in your spank
you're one of those
bank.
kind of men. Well, hey, dragons can be beautiful creatures. I never seen one myself. Again, I work this boat, but I hear they're nice. Real
Difficult
nice.
accents to understand, I'll tell you that.
Oh, really? I can only imagine.
Sibilant.
Oh, very nice. Draconic, I hear?
Draconic it's a beautiful language. Hard to understand. Lots of consonants.
Oh, I did not know that.
There's 3 N sounds in Draconic. A lot of people don't know that.
I can imagine that'd be real tricky.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful time. The Bartholomew's Cradle is a nice place to spend a nice afternoon. I take folks out here all the time for some swamp viewings. This is a special time of year. It must have been real good for you guys to get in here. It's exclusive. Does
it get prettier than this?
I'm sorry?
Does it get prettier than this? Because
I don't know if it can get much prettier than this, sir.
Because this is
I don't know
pretty
what you mean by
bad.
that.
This is pretty sad.
I don't know what you mean by that.
This isn't a botanical garden, Izzy. Well, didn't you say we were going to the garden?
Yeah. I mean, Horace, that's a subjective word. Botanical. Like, anything green could be botanical, right? Look, this is green. Gestures to mossy.
Yeah, but you
gross.
gave us a pamphlet.
Right.
I mean, you drew it. You drew it, but at the same time.
Yes.
As you guys are saying this,
Yes.
the tiefling elderly woman is just like sighing and just looking off to the right, just trying to kind of take in the view. One of the elves turn around at the front. He's wearing spectacles, and he turns back and says, excuse me, this is not a botanical garden. This might be where a lot of life in this area originated. It's a beautiful environment. You can find pretty much almost anything here.
So it's more of
It's better than a botanical garden. That's what I'm saying.
It's a primordial garden.
Exactly.
This may be where life itself started.
Now, you see, that is true. That's a lot of people believe water's root is where a lot of life spread out of here to a lot of other places.
Kind of throwing around the term a lot of people, because I don't believe that.
Well, a lot of people come through here. We have researchers, botanists. A lot of people come through here to take in the sights and of course the flower.
Yeah, but I'm not either of those things, so why are we here?
We're here to see a very rare, special flower and to become a little bit more cultural in the sense of our origins.
Okay.
We're all of different races and classes here.
So I can take the flower and use it for my spell components, and that's all right? Because it's important and it's magical, so that would be useful,
Like
right?
hell you would.
Izzy, you said that there was going to be hat stores here.
Soon.
That's
There's a
not a
souvenir shop,
lie,
right?
is it?
There's no hat stores at Bartholomew's Cradle, but it's always good to hear feedback from our customers.
Oh my god.
Now, you said spell components. Yeah, those that flower, the Moondrop Lily, I'm surprised it's been out here for so long. I mean, it's a powerful, powerful flower. That's at least some people say. I mean, it could be, I don't even know what it would be worth. God, it must be worth so much. I don't know much about flowers, I tell you, but that Moondrop Lily, quite a precious thing.
Yeah, I love precious things that I can't do anything with or leave with. That's appealing.
So we can't touch the flowers on this tour.
Oh, no, you can't touch the flowers. It's protected. I say protected, but there isn't really an easy way to get down to the island. See, Bartholomew's Cradle kind of cradles above the island itself, probably about 10 feet. So you'd have to really kind of jump down there, and there's stones all around. It's very slippery. You cannot go down and touch the flower because, as I said, it is a very precious, very protected flower. And people just stay up there. You watch it bloom. It's really nice. I've never seen it. I'm just a boatman, but I hear it's quite nice. I hear a lot of people like it.
You took us to a museum swamp?
Yep, totally did.
That's 2 things I dislike.
Change of pace.
Izzy, this is maybe the last time we're going to let you pick the adventure.
That's fine by me, but it's beautiful here.
You guys have a very interesting way of framing locations. This is just a place. But if you want to call it adventure, I mean, hey, it's your own business. Well, this is definitely an adventure of a lifetime. This is the elf at the front again, wearing the spectacles. Because, again, this flower, I don't know if you guys know about it.
Have you been helped?
I'm sorry?
Did we order something from you?
I'm just telling you, this is... Well, you guys all seem to be very interested, or I guess bothered by this flower. Do you have any idea? I mean, this has been studied by people for years.
Well, so is poop, but I don't care about poop.
It's the only lily that blooms in moonlight. I mean, we don't even know why, but it does. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's important.
I kind of agree with these people on the boat. I don't know them, but I do think that just being able to see it from afar doesn't really help us understand it that much more.
Well, I mean, look, I study flowers. Me and my wife, we study flowers professionally, and I would love to get a closer look.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were both women.
I'm not a woman. I am a male elf.
Look, no judgments.
My name is Orm. It's nice to... What is your name?
Prince Horace Kemp.
You're a prince?
Oh, here
Yes.
we go.
Yes, these are my servants. That's my manservant, Gormo. I'm here to maybe expand my kingdom.
Oh, yeah, where's Gormo? His dwarvish man.
Yeah, we didn't say...
Is Gormo swimming?
Gormo is definitely swimming behind the boat. So we pull back behind the boat, and there's just a sad dwarf just swimming through the water quite effectively. Like, he's keeping pace with that boat.
That's my servant swimming behind us.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Horace. This is my wife, Mira. Hi, how are you?
I can speak Elvish if you two would prefer.
You do? Well, I would be very surprised, but please.
Stinks.
Yeah, Horace, go.
That's a word.
Speak Elvish.
Honey, let's get back to reading about the flower. But it was so nice to meet you.
I
Prince
really
Horace
do know
Kemp, you
Elvish.
say? Oh, well, that's nice. The Kemps. Yeah. Okay. Well, have a wonderful stay. We look forward to seeing you at dinner, I guess. She turns back to the front and gets with Orm, her husband, talking, again, looking at papers and looking over things. Again, the tiefling woman is still just kind of looking off to the right, looking like she's just not paying attention to what you guys are doing. Well, we're coming up right here on Bartholomew's Cradle. You guys turn a channel in the swamp, and you see in front of you a large kind of oak-like lodge that is standing above the swamp water. It looks like it's standing probably about 20 feet up on stilts out of the water itself. And there's a little dock right at the water surface that looks like the boat can dock at. And then you would take stairs up to the main entrance and go into the lodge itself. The lodge is big. It looks like it's probably the size of maybe 2 estates. It has different rooms and sections, and you can see kind of to the back right of it, there looks to be a walkway that you can walk along, viewing down into what you can now see as you get closer, a small island dipping out of the water. It has stones jutting out of it, and it looks like it has, I would describe it as a stone curtain around a specific area where something might be in, where you guys could probably guess is the flower, kind of down in a cradle in its own self on the island.
I'm going to turn to Zereni, and I'm going to say, I really can't speak Elvish. I don't know what they're talking about.
I thought that the word that you said sounded very Elvish. It wasn't completely clear. You might have to work on your pronunciation a little bit.
Yes, you'll have to work on your pronunciation.
Shut up, Orm.
This is the... My name is not Orm.
That's the tiefling?
This is the tiefling elderly woman.
Oh. I thought that was Orm.
You are just quite an interesting man, aren't you? You just say anything that pops into your mind.
Thank you. Yes, I am an interesting man.
Yes, people have different names. They have different faces. It's how... Never mind. She just turns back. Thank God we're here.
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
My name is none of your business.
Ooh, I like her.
None of your business. I was wondering if you would like to be a part of my kingdom. I am always looking for new subjects.
I'm perfectly happy where I am in my life. Thank you very much.
But you're practically in my kingdom, so you might as well...
Right.
You're happy now. I mean, I can only imagine.
I'll take it under advisement.
Excellent. Write her name down, Izzy.
I'm writing.
So the boat pulls up and docks to the side. The grizzled man kind of starts taking some of the luggage. There's just some luggage that you guys might have brought. In fact, actually, real quick, what would you guys have brought for a night's stay here at Bartholomew's Cradle?
I've got my adventurer's pack, everything that's in there. So
okay.
It's basically just the standard stuff that I always keep on my pack, and I'm actually going to keep it with me. I'm ready to go already, so I'm just going to keep it with me, kind of the whole time.
Okay.
I have an explorer's pack, which kind of looks like a little.
Oh, yeah. That's what I have,
It's like
too.
kind of like a backpack, I would imagine. That's
Yeah.
more of a medium size than it is like a satchel or a smaller pack. So I have that. I've always had. So I just have that. We're all kind of. I think the Velvet League is very
Yeah.
much like a let's go. All
We're
the time.
kitted up, yeah.
Yeah.
I brought 3 outfits.
For a one night stay.
Two hat boxes. Gormo has them in waterproof sacks tied to his legs that are floating
I
behind him.
was going to ask about that.
So yeah, you see actually Gormo swim up, and just as he's about to get to it, he just starts to sink, and he just goes under the water a little bit.
He'll be fine.
He'll be all right.
Zereni has brought a scholar's pack. I've got my ink and my parchment to take notes on all that I see. And of course, bug spray, because I've studied all of the different bugs that can bite you in this swamp. So I wanted to be prepared.
Very smart.
Sweeney is not prepared for the
Not-
bugs
not prepared
and
for bug spray.
miserable.
And the others take off. It looks like Orm and his wife Mira are unloading. It looks like a bunch of packs and things. They're very excitedly bringing their things up to the room. The elderly tiefling woman, she just kind of carries what would be a clutch at this time in this fantasy time. She's in a nice outfit, a nice dress, but that's all.
It's clutch with an E at the end.
Clutch with an E. That's
Klutch.
that's the fantasy term for a clutch. The grizzled man kind of waves at all of you. Well, hope you all have a nice trip. By the way, I'll be coming back later to take people out for sunset views on the boats. So if you'd like to see a sunset view before the viewing tonight, I'll be back here around 6, and I'll pick everybody up then.
What time is it now?
It's early in the morning.
Oh.
So the sun has just come up. It's probably around, I would say, 9 a.m.
Good.
In fantasy time?
Sweeney's peak time of day.
Your favorite time, right?
Yeah.
Are you hungover, Sweeney?
I'm still drunk.
All right, now, well, anyone comes down here to the dock 6, I'll be glad to take you out. We'll see the sunset, and you guys have a good evening now.
Thank you, grizzled man.
No name was given. Just pushes the boat out and
name
goes
was
back
requested.
onto the water. So, do you guys head up to the launch?
Yeah.
Gormo, by the way, does manage to pull himself up on one of the beams. He eventually and drops all of your hat bags and things that he's had tied around his ankles.
Gormo, I would like my bed pre-warmed and
Yeah, of
make
course.
sure I have rosé in the room.
Yeah, I'll make sure to ask about Rosé.
And make sure Izzy and Sweeney are taken care of as well.
Of course. Oh, okay. Mr. Sweeney and Miss Izzy, what would you like?
A boat ride home.
I don't. The
Sweeney.
boatman has left.
Well, then you're no good to me.
All right. Miss Izzy, what would you like?
Can you hang up my hammock outside near the flower
Outside?
area?
Okay.
Yeah.
Near
Be
the
discreet
flower
about
area?
it, Gormo.
Be discreet.
Discreet. We're not allowed to sleep outside, but I do best in a hammock situation.
We always have the stilts outside. You can just
True.
put your hammock under there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll set that up. Happy to do it. And the rosé. All right. Well, thank you. And he just runs up the stairs and goes into the launch.
Meanwhile, Zereni is just assessing the surroundings, admiring the beauty, but also eavesdropping on this conversation. She thinks these people are funny and also maybe somehow useful in their camaraderie and prince power.
Horace.
You've judged it right.
Do we notice her eavesdropping?
You do, yeah. She's just standing
Well, actually,
around staring at you. I
She
would
should
say.
do a stealth
Oh, I'm
check.
staring at the surroundings.
Oh, you're staring at the surroundings. Oh, so you're
I'm very
looking
good
out
at
on the swamp, but you're back behind you, the three of them, and this sad dwarf man ran up a stairs.
I'll say to Zereni, excuse me, madam. I couldn't help but hear the dark whispers from the book at your belt. What brings you?
The best opening line.
What brings you here to the swamp?
Oh, I'm sorry that my book disturbed you.
I liked
at
it.
this hour.
It felt nice.
I'm here to see the flower like anybody else, but I am a little disappointed we can't get closer to it. But I'm here. I brought my binoculars, brought all my notepads.
What if I told you I could get you right on top of it?
Can?
I'd like to hear more about
Would
that.
you quiet down, Sweeney?
That wasn't sweet. That was me. I'm Sweeney. That one's Izzy.
Oh, I thought I heard you say something. Yeah.
Horace probably doesn't distinguish between the two of
Feel
you
like-
very easily.
I feel like he's got that aphasia thing where
Yeah.
you can't tell who we are.
Yeah.
I would like to hear more of that, Mr. Prince.
Kemp. Horace Kemp.
Kemp.
Thank you for calling me Mr. Prince. I only call myself that in the mirror sometimes. I could get you right on top of that flower. I've got a druid with me.
Hi.
A druid.
Yes.
A druid. I tried to get a druid friend of mine but he wouldn't come. He was doing other druid things.
Well, it's not really like on the top list of things to do as a druid. I mean, don't tell my friends this, but there are way more interesting places to be. This is, one of those.
Izzy, do you think I can't hear you?
Yes.
We're standing 4 feet from you.
Yeah, but still very important and on the bucket list. Just maybe slot number 9 and 10 on the bucket list.
The ones where we want to kick the bucket because we're here.
Yes.
Cool.
It's like very last.
In this universe, we poop in buckets, don't we?
Maybe you do.
Maybe you.
Probably a silver one that Gormo
Right.
brings with him.
I've been using the officially sanctioned chamber pots that are in every place we go.
That's true.
I have a very different bucket list then.
Jeez. Okay.
I might cut that one.
Don't tell me.
Very bottom of the bucket list.
Sweeney, it is world building, all right?
Yeah.
It's very important world building.
Yes, I agree.
But Zereni, it sounds like you do know the significance and importance of this flower.
I can't say for sure what the significance is, but I do have a gut instinct that it is a lot more important than anyone has ever said it is.
I'll make you a deal. If we can get you closer to that flower, you want to be part of a kingdom? A grand one? That's a yes. We'll get you near that flower.
Oh, right, because I means yes. Oh, I know so many languages, and
It's Elvish.
that one just slipped me.
It's Elvish.
That is not Elvish. And then the Orm just walks by right up the stairs and into the lodge.
Well, I'm not signing any contracts, but I will buy you a few meals for sure if you can get me closer.
Where I'm from, that is the equivalent of signing a contract. So I'll accept.
All right.
You go up and enter the lodge. As you enter the lodge, you can tell that it's well maintained. The rich wood columns provide a warm environment as you survey the main lobby. Along one wall, near the corner, is a wooden desk, where a skinny human man sits with a large open book and an inked feather. The elf couple, Orm and Mira, has already approached him, and he looks to be checking them in. At the center, near the lobby where you are, you see large windows facing out into the swamp, and it dips into a middle area with a small, circular section with several couches encircling a grand fire pit that's currently lit. The couches look as if they fit somewhere between 10 to 12 people, so it's a very intimate environment.
What a well-kept, intimate environment.
Yeah, this place looks great.
On the far side of the room, you can see an open doorway leading into what must be the dining area, as you see several chairs and a long-lined, singular, long table. And on the opposite side of the fire pit, you see 2 large wooden doors leading to the back of the lodge. This is where you might imagine where that walkway was that you guys saw outside, which might lead to the cradle. On either side of these large doors are staircases, one running up each side of the lobby, connecting to a single landing at the top. This landing runs along the entirety of the top of the lodge and looks to be the second floor where the rooms would be where you'd be staying. So what do you guys do?
Heading right to the room. Well, I guess I'll check in with the guy first, the skinny human.
So Orm and Mira have gotten their big metal keys and they walk off. The skinny human looks at you very excitedly. All right, welcome to the Bartholomew's Cradle. God damn it. May I ask who I'm checking in today?
Yeah, 3 should be under the name Prince Horace Kemp, our Lord and Savior, dandy, such and words.
Oh, here it is. Prince Horace Kemp, our Lord and Savior. Well, are you Prince Horace Kemp?
I'm on his... sure.
Oh, man, you
Yes,
look like an excitedly happy fellow. You happen to be here today?
I am Prince Horace Kemp. Oh. I am here to help get people into my kingdom.
All right, well, I just need a small parchment of identification. I'll check you right in here. This is a very exclusive place, so if you could provide that for me right now.
I'm going to make a deception check.
Yeah, do
and
it.
And I actually have a forgery kit, which means I have my proficiency bonus to this.
Okay.
So that is a total of 21.
Wow.
All right, I see here we have Prince Horace Kemp. Very nice. Well, I'll check you in right here. There you go.
Terrific. And I'm going to go ahead and make one up for my companions. I'll go ahead and give you their slips because I'm holding onto them for them, so they won't need to check themselves in. I'll just check them in now. We've got Ysabel Buchanan and Sweeney the Fowl.
I just have, I don't have that last name. I have Ugly Orange-haired man here. Is that, I know that probably isn't the surname.
You know what? That's actually his birth name, and that's what I have to use when I put down his names.
How's checking in going on over there, Sweeney?
Swell as a dandy.
Excellent. I'm at the bar.
I know.
All right, well, I'll check you in here. And by the way, my name is Bartholomew. This is actually, in fact, my place, Bartholomew's
you're
Cradle.
you're the titular Bartholomew.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Titular. The title. We're in
Namesake.
Bartholomew's Cradle.
Oh, yeah, I am. This is the...
I'm sorry, have you not heard the word title before?
I have, of course, heard the word title. Look, listen, you can call me Bart. How about you do that? It's a little bit easier. I know you're having a flubby time with those words.
Oh, well, it's just because I'm so royal that I just can't help
I
but...
can tell. We get a lot of royals here, so it's nice to have you. And here's your keys. Here's your guest keys.
Terrific. I have a manservant, and I'm going to give him Sweeney's room. So wherever Sweeney was supposed to sleep, he'll go ahead and just sleep in those chambers, and we'll have Sweeney sleep in the manservant's chambers. I imagine that's a closet or something along those lines.
Excuse me. Is this wine free pour?
Yeah, you can gladly pour it.
Oh, excellent. Is everything going fine here?
Oh yeah.
This is
getting us set up, man.
Sweeney, thank you. You know what? You're a lifesaver.
I'm sorry, what was that?
He gave me a Sweeney thank you.
I don't really understand the mannerisms of royalty. I mean, I've been around.
Sir, we're not
few.
from around here, so maybe that's the problem. Anyway, I'll be back at the bar.
All right, then. Well, here is your keys. And, you have a wonderful stay. We'll make that switch for you so the rooms are flipped around.
Cool.
And, well, again, this is all-inclusive. So just to give you a quick reminder, we're going to have some lunch in a few hours. Mm-hmm. Togar is going to serve that. Great. And then after that...
Can't wait to eat whatever Togar gives me.
He is a very talented chef, I assure you. And also after that, we're going to have, at any time, it's free range. You can come out here to the fire pit. You can play some games. You can go out back. You can take a look at the cradle. Now, the flower has not bloomed yet, so I would wait until 8 p.m. That's when we're all going to get together. Go out. You can bring your parchment, do some sketches. People like to do that. Beforehand, you can go. There's some swamp spas in the back, right to the back left of the cradle. So if you want to get a nice dip,
that
time of the day.
That sounds good. Swamp spa, yeah.
Morning's pretty good time for a swamp spa. So I can see you're a man who enjoys that kind of thing.
It's true. I am royal. And that's the kind of thing royals do.
Yeah, you're dressed very interesting for a royal.
I'm incognito.
Oh, all right. I like that. I like a little secrecy.
I have a little bit of I have a proxy with me, the sort of obvious dandy. You saw that one over there. He's sort of there. He's my bodyguard, and his job is to draw attention. So people look at him. He
does. He's a very handsome man.
I dropped a pitcher of wine. I'll pay for it.
All right. Well, okay. Well, it's all inclusive, but I'll have that cleaned up.
He carries the money, but for my kingdom.
Oh, all right. Well, it's a very interesting relationship you have.
We do have an interesting relationship. Thank you for not judging us for it.
I would never, ever think of doing that.
You're a peach. You know what? Go ahead and just add it on to the fee, but I'm going to give you a 25% tip. Just put it in the bill when we get it.
Oh, goodness. Well, I don't normally accept tips, but
Sir,
hey, if you want to slip it under, I'm not going to stop you.
I am royalty.
All right.
You cannot say no to me. Just charge us an extra 25%.
All right. Well, I'll mark that right here. Well,
Great.
You enjoy your stay, and again, we'll also, of course...
You know what? Go ahead and mark that down as a service fee. That's going to be the best way.
All right.
For taxes.
Okay.
The taxes that I do as a king.
Sure.
Prince.
All right. Well, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Also, by the way, just to let you know, after we see the flower at 8 p.m., we'll do a late night dinner, and then tomorrow we'll be out, have a little breakfast, and you guys will be good to go.
Is everybody good? Togar?
Togar, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, he's our in-house chef. He's great.
That is literally all I know about him, so I expect chefness from him.
You will get it. You are a very... All right. Anyways, well, have a nice day. Enjoy your time here.
I will enjoy my time here, sir. Very much. Thank you. The spa is down the hall?
It is out those back two big wooden doors. You're going to go out. You're going to see the cradle out there. So you're going to see the flower down below on the island. You're going to want to go to your left. And then out there is going to be the pools for the spa.
I'll be able to see the flower from where I am. It's just not bloomed yet.
Oh, yeah. It's right out there. If you go out there, there's the landing. It's got a nice railing. And then about 10, maybe 15 feet down, you'll see the island right there. And the flower is going to be, boom, right there in the center.
Great. I'll shoot a little sneak peek before I go enjoy the spa.
Please do.
Cool. And I give these guys their keys.
All right.
Oh, thanks, Sweeney.
Yeah, I took care of it for you guys. I mean, we'll have to pay the bill later. I don't carry the money, but...
Meanwhile, over at the bar, me and Zereni are drinking. So, elvish water slides are going to be the primary mode of convenience or conveyance in my kingdom, and I was thinking of asking you about that.
Well, I think the biggest thing you'd have a problem with is waterproof clothing for people who need to travel without getting wet.
Fascinating. You know, this is why I surround myself with elves. I'm so glad to have met you. This is great. I'm not normally attracted to elves. I'm never attracted to elves. But it's very nice to meet you.
That's a compliment. In Kemp,
Zereni kind of laughs and somewhat is enjoying this man's presence, even though usually she would think he's a complete idiot.
She would normally be right.
She the tiefling woman at the end of the bar is drinking a very, very strong drink, giving Zereni eyes, motioning to get the hell out of the situation.
She is, definitely.
Demon people are weird. We all know that. I'm not trying to be racist.
Not trying to be racist.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Nothing.
All right. Are you okay, dear?
I'm fine. I need to go check in. I was waiting. I approximated that it would take about 20 minutes for these three to check in, and I was about right. So
I don't doubt it. Yes.
but you can go ahead of me.
Oh well, thank you.
Nice tiefling.
She gets up, walks over, and
Lovely to meet you, Zereni. We'll talk more about elf things.
Great.
Out from one of the side doors, you guys see steps a 8-foot-tall minotaur, dressed in modest attire.
Holy shit!
He's wearing a cooking apron draped around him. He carries a large tray of sandwiches, dates.
I pull out my sword.
Whoa! Are you all right?
Are you?
I'm here to bring out some light brunch sandwiches. What's wrong?
Did you say you're here to eat me?
Oh, no. I'm sorry, are you one of the new guests?
I must have heard that wrong. Yes. You're a monster.
I am not a monster. I'm actually the chef here at Bartholomew's Cradle.
I'll sheathe my sword. God, I'm getting more and more racist as these adventures go on.
Are.
Do you normally talk to yourself like this?
I was talking to my god, okay?
All right then. Well, brunch is served, everyone. And he goes over and sets the sandwiches and some dates and things right by the fire pit and slowly walks back into the back area.
I wasn't wrong to pull my sword out, right, Izzy? That wasn't wrong of me.
Well, Kemp, on the way here, the old wrinkled boatman who does not have a name did say that this spot is frequented by the Minotaur druids.
Yeah, I
The
wasn't listening to
greenhorn
him.
Minotaur druids.
Well, didn't he say he hadn't seen minotaurs?
Oh, that's true.
So he's never been inside.
Quick to assume that. Well, quick to assume it might not have been a.
Does he not even go here? Does he not even come in the building?
Yeah, he doesn't.
Do you even
he's
go
the
here?
help. I'm sure they don't let him inside.
Oh, yeah. Maybe he just understands the to and from on the boat and river, and that's all he knows.
He maybe lives on that boat.
What
I don't know.
Sad
He's
life
filthy.
sad-
that man
that is.
definitely lives.
Oh, sad and simple.
Sometimes sadness is a part of life.
That's true.
That's what my God says about it.
That's true.
I think.
Real deep.
I'm gonna start eating sandwiches.
Okay.
Cool.
So what do you guys do for kind of your daytime here at Bartholomew's Cradle?
I'll challenge you to a game of dragon chess. I have a set.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So, go on.
Oh, I was just going to say I'll crush him in
Okay.
dragon chess.
Would this be a
Should we roll against each other?
intelligence check?
I would love to see that.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
roll for some intelligence
Okay.
checks.
Sweeney, are you definitely gonna hit up that spa?
I'm in the spa.
17.
Oh, I got a 15.
Oh,
So it's a close game.
It's close game, but Zereni checks you at the end.
Most people, when I play them, they lose.
Well, I've been playing dragon chess since I was 3, which is very, very young for an elf.
All right,
That is.
set the board up again.
Ooh, someone doesn't like to lose.
Go look at your flower.
Oh, no, eating sandwiches and laughing at you. And also pocketing more sandwiches into my Explorer pack.
At this point, the lobby, it looks like it's just you three. It seems that the woman checked in, and it looks like she went back to her room. Orm and Mira are out doing something, it seems. It looks like it's the three of you here.
And on this next game of chess, you promised me that you could get me closer to the flower. So if I win, can that be a deal that we make?
Yeah, you're already part of my kingdom, so for my subjects, anything. But let's play another game.
All right.
13?
What did you get?
6.
Did you let me win?
No.
You see, this is normally how dragon chess is played. I win, and you laugh with me at my genius.
Right. Well, I
That's the only way you've
That's
experienced
the only way
dragon
I've
chess.
ever experienced this game. I play with Gormo.
Of course, of course.
Where's Gormo?
He comes downstairs.
Oh, I guess he's setting up the hammock.
Well, he's come back and says, he turns to Izzy, the hammock has been set up. I hung it outside your room. There's a balcony there, so it's outside, and I tried to put it out by the cradle, but a small man yelled at me, so I had to take it upstairs.
Gormo, if you want to beat that small man up, you're allowed to.
I highly doubt that. I think that's illegal here.
I give you permission.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get my weapons then. And he goes up to the room.
Yes,
I don't let anybody treat my servants like that.
Well, that's so thoughtful of you, Cam.
I always say, just look out for yourself, and the world looks out for you. That's what my God says also.
Okay, so I'd say you guys spend a good time around during the day. Lunch just comes out. It's served. Everyone comes down from their rooms and sits down at the table. It's a nice, long dining room table. It seats about everybody pretty accurately. Togar isn't dining with you, the big minotaur, and neither is Bartholomew. He's off doing his own thing. So it's just the guests are sitting here. So it's all four of you, followed by the couple, Orm and Mira, as well as the elderly tiefling woman.
You know what's really grinding my gears, you guys? What are we eating, by the way?
You guys are eating, it looks like some type of sliced bird, as well as what could be considered cranberry sauce, but it looks like it's mashed strawberries.
Oh, okay. So I'm stabbing my meat. So I was studying over my notes, which I have in my explorer's kit. I have a scroll case filled with notes and notebooks. We've referenced it
Almost never.
Almost never. But it's kind of like where our maps are on how we're able to decide where we're going and know how to get from point A to point B. So I've been going through my notes here and like, this is a new institution. I mean, look around. Everything's brand new. This is like Disneyland in a national park around such a sacred site. It just seems unnatural. I don't like it. Anybody else getting that vibe? Anyway,
Well, the food's too spicy.
As you say that, Bartholomew peeks his head and go, by the way, I know some people, when we do the bloom, people like to do quick sketches. If you're going to do a moondrop sketch, you might as well use a moondrop feather. And he shows it. By the way, I have these on sale up front, so if you want to get a moondrop feather, anyone can.
Oh,
just
look,
putting it out there.
It's engraved.
All right,
I'd
just
love
let you know,
one.
get back to your meal. I didn't want to interrupt. Oh, you love one?
I'd love one.
That's going to be 2 gold pieces.
You got it here. Oh, these are beautiful.
Oh, Prince, could you grab me one as well?
Of course.
Thank you.
That'll be
I'll
4
take
gold
care of
pieces.
those. Here you go. I'll give you 4 gold pieces. This is beautiful craftsmanship.
See, but Sweeney, he's profiting off of a sacred site.
Now, I can tell that you're a man of fine
I'm definitely
collecting.
a man.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You're a man of fine collecting. We have these moondrop feathers, but I have even nicer moondrop feathers. I just need to get them from the back, but they're about, they'd be worth probably 20 gold pieces, but they're actually only about 15. So I could get those for you.
Say no more.
All
I'm
right,
a prince.
how many would you like? Now,
give me the best.
a real man would probably have 2 on hand. You always want to be prepared.
I'll take 2.
All right, I'll be right back.
I'm more than a real man. I'll take 3.
So he runs to the back and brings back what looks like almost exactly the same feathers that you guys
These are
that you just
beautiful. You
bought.
can really tell these are much better.
45 more gold.
There's 45 more gold pieces.
These are much better. I like these a lot.
You have such keen eye, I can tell. So he
These are
slips
beautiful.
back away and lets you guys continue eating lunch.
I don't see anything wrong with this. This is good, honest living. This is I was going to say the American dream. That's not a thing. This is the dream that we all... I hate it here. And this is just the only comfort that I can have is this place. So please don't take this from me, Izzy. Everywhere we go, it's awful. We go there and then there's like a snake man, or hey, you remember that time that someone brought a god back to life and sewed it to a dragon? Because that happened.
Yeah.
Because you chose a place that we went. So
Yeah.
maybe just let this guy sell us some crap.
You know what's the funniest thing about all of that?
Yeah, tell me the funniest thing.
I thought we'd be going into like a nice secluded remote area where we would literally just be dropped off by the nameless boatman into the woods and we can thus be and dwell.
Ysabel,
But
that
no.
would have been horrible.
Let us
one
enjoy
thing-
our creature comforts. Not just the creatures.
The one thing I didn't plan to happen happened, and it's just vice versa. Like I knew we were going into what you are now referring to as shitholes prior to this, and it's funny that the one place I thought it would be really nice isn't for me.
You know what's funny? Shithole. I hadn't thought about that word, but yes, that's what this place is. You nailed it. Wow. You nailed it. All right, I'm going to go back to the spa.
Excuse me. Some of us are enjoying our time here. So
Well, some of us are people.
If you could, please just eat your lunch. I know we all have to eat in the same place, unfortunately.
Do we? And I just I take a
please.
plate and I just go back to the spa with a plate of food.
I don't think you can take that out of here.
Well, it's happening.
Yeah, go
right.
whine about it and update your blog.
I don't know what that is, but I will continue to eat this fine food that they made here. I think it's very nice.
What
It
should I
is
write
really
in my
nice.
What should I write in my treasure? Because what did I buy?
You bought.
Well, you gave a quill to
You
Zereni.
bought
Okay.
one moondrop
Zereni.
feather
Okay.
and gave it to Zereni. You
Okay.
brought one for yourself, and then you bought 3 quote-unquote special moondrop
Got
lilies.
it. But they were the same.
They are the same. They are the same
So I
feather.
have 4 moondrop feathers.
Yeah.
All right.
3 of which are ridiculously overpriced, and one of
Okay.
which is just a little overpriced.
Okay.
Horace, you can put them in your hat. You know how much you love feathers in your hat?
I might
You
just do
You
that.
love doing
I
that.
might just.
The feather in his hat currently came from a birdman.
I think the dirty orange-haired man had a good point. I'm going to take my food to my room as well. You people are interesting. And the tiefling elderly woman grabs her plate and goes back to
She's
her room.
really complimentary. She's really nice.
Yeah, new best friend.
Yeah, devil people I'm not normally into, but she seems very nice.
Zereni quietly finishes up and nods to everyone and also goes back to her room to pull out her binoculars and assess the area of the flowers.
Okay. So are you looking out your window?
Yes.
Your room, by the way, when you enter, it's a very nice oak room. It's got a singular bed. It looks like it has a desk area and a big open door area that leads out to a wooden oaked balcony.
I prefer observing station.
Observing station for some.
what I call it.
When you look out with your binoculars, you can
Observation deck.
You're actually
That's what I'm
encircling the cradle, and you can see below you on the first floor is where you would actually see the wooden walkway that surrounds it. So you're a little bit higher up. Think of it like a second observing area. All
right,
the
I
rooms,
paid for this specific room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're looking down, and you actually see the island beneath you. It looks like ancient stones sticking up out of the ground, creating their own cradle for a singular flower. The flower at its base is green with leaves like normal, but the petal is actually a 6-pronged closed petal that has almost purple veins throughout a giant blue flower. The flower is probably about the size of a watermelon, but it's a singular flower sitting there in the center, and it looks like the top where the petals meet is starting to open. It hasn't opened yet fully, obviously, but it looks like it's getting ready to. But otherwise, the island and the area around seems fairly normal.
Right. Zereni is looking at the flower, looking around, laughing at the prince that she can see, who is very drunk at this point. And
Ready, look at me. I'm down by the flower. Look at me.
And she looks back, shaking her head, and decides to go to her pack to grab her book.
Okay.
I turn it around and look at the flower that's etched on the back of my book, and back to my binoculars to look at the flower in the cradle to see if it's similar. And I do think that the veins on the edges of it are similar to the lines that are etched on my book. So I write that down in my notebook.
Okay. Very nice.
I consider that a small success.
So over the course of the next few hours, I imagine, Zereni, you're in your room doing some notes and some research. What would you guys be doing over the next few hours before what would be close to the sundown?
Sweeney finally bathed
Okay. Wow.
and then took a mud bath.
Nice.
So it kind of is a wash, pun intended. But he's gone for like 6 hours.
You're supposed to do that in opposite order, right?
I don't know.
I'm kind of off on a separate observation deck, and I'm meditating.
Okay. Thinking about the flower.
Yeah.
Thinking about your time.
Yeah.
Horace, what were you doing?
Drinking. I'm getting drunk.
Getting drunk at the bar?
Yeah, getting drunk at the bar. Thinking about different elvish things that I can impress Zereni by saying.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What have you gotten so far?
I was trying to think of that word. Stips. It's an elvish word, and I know it. I learned it a while ago. Stips, I think.
Stips.
It's a really rare elvish word.
real. You have to. Its pronunciation is very important. How you say it. Okay.
Stips.
And for everyone else, it looks like Orm and Mir are kind of going to and fro around. It looks like they're going outside looking. They're going up to their room as well. It seems like the woman, the older tiefling woman, just has been in her room this whole time. So It's getting late. It's getting close to sundown. And from wherever you guys are, you hear a loud man in the lobby. Sounds a lot like Bartholomew yelling about something.
His yelling breaks me out of my meditative state.
Okay. Do you head down to check him out?
Yes, because I'm kind of upset that it is disturbing me, and we're in a special place, and there shouldn't be loud male voices.
Okay.
Here.
I'm just gonna see if I can hear it through the door. If I can't, then I'm gonna go outside. But from the door of the sauna, so I guess it's a perception check.
Sure.
Oh, and 9. Okay.
Oh, no, you don't hear.
Yeah,
You,
all right,
you
then
hear noise. Like, it sounds like somebody's upset. But you
Then
can't hear what they're saying.
I'll throw on a robe and step outside and see what's going on. Because
Okay.
I want to know.
Okay.
'Cause
So you just
there's
head straight for the
very little
lobby?
entertainment here, so I want to like see what's going on.
All right.
I'm a creature. I'm fascinated by knowledge, of course.
Of course. Zereni, do you stay up in your room or do you come down?
I stay up in my room to see if there's a second yell. I don't want to be with the whole onslaught of people in the chaotic downstairs.
Okay.
Right away.
So, Horace, I imagine you were at the bar or passed out?
I'm nearby.
So right by the bar, you if you're coming to, you can see Bart is yelling at Togar, saying, "Where is it? I know you did something with it. I went outside to double check, getting all things ready for this evening, and it is gone. Where did it go?"
But, what are you yelling? There's no reason to yell.
I'm sorry, have you been here the whole time?
5, 7, 8, 3.
Was he here the whole time? Have
think
you
so.
had eyes on him? Togar looks defensive. He has his hands up. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he was here. It wasn't me. Obviously wasn't me. I've been making food, getting dinner prepared. It takes a very long time.
I didn't drink these 2 bottles. That's what you're saying.
I think I've arrived now.
So you've come down.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Where have you been? You, girl up there, at the top of the land.
That's my druid friend.
He's pointing at Izzy.
That's my druid friend.
Yeah.
Oh, you two are together? Oh, that's right. You were checked in with the prince. I remember that.
That's my druid friend,
Yeah,
Ysabel.
yeah. What's going on down here? Why is it so loud?
Where is the prince? Where's the other one? There was 3 of you.
I come in a robe and I say, "Yes, what seems to be the trouble in here, everybody?"
So, wait.
Prince Horace. Now, your people that you were with.
Hey, let's just call me by no name. Let's just talk like people.
What's he saying?
Prince, I don't know why you're referring that way. Look, your prince that you've been traveling with, where have you been for the last few hours?
Have
you been keeping an eye on your... I don't know what the relationship is here. I imagine servants? Have you been keeping an eye on your servants?
You know, none of us have really been keeping track of any of us, so I've been in the sauna enjoying myself, as is my right here. By the way, I'm wearing the robe, so my tattoos on my chest are plainly visible. All the spell tattoos. Just looks like writing in unintelligible writing, but...
Wait, I'm the prince.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, that's right, buddy. You're such a prince.
You're such a prince in our hearts.
Thank you, too.
I was in the sauna and they were not, so...
I don't quite understand what you two are going on about, but...
Why are you so mean, butt?
Oh, I'll tell you why I'm so mean. I'm going outside to set up for a nice evening for all of you, and the flower is gone.
Would you
What?
take it?
What?
What'd you do with it?
Zereni-
The moondrop lily, has anyone heard of it?
Zereni comes out of her room because she's secretly been listening from upstairs, and she comes down in a hurry, worried. The flower's gone?
Yeah, the flower's gone. Where have you been?
She's an elf.
I don't see how that's relevant.
You should respect that.
As you're having this conversation, Orm and Mira come out from their rooms. I'm sorry, what did you say? Did you say did you say the flower is gone?
Those are elves too. They're stupid.
Yeah, they are.
I'm gonna need everyone to come
High
down
five.
here. Everyone's gonna come down here in the lobby. We're gonna have a nice long talk, and we're gonna talk about this.
I'm gonna walk away. I'm getting my stuff. I'm getting my clothes, because I don't want to do this in a towel. Because I have a feeling that if people are gonna start throwing accusations, I should have material components for spells on me.
Excuse me, where are you going?
I'm going to get dressed.
Oh, no, you're not going anywhere. You're gonna stay right here in this room
I need
till we
my-
figure out exactly what happened.
I need my dignity, sir.
Oh, I would like
Would
my
you-
dignity back as well.
You know what?
This is Bartholomew's cradle, not Bartholomew's
I'm gonna charm
lodge
him.
for no reason.
I'm gonna charm your pants off.
Are you
right
gonna
now. Yeah.
What's
I'm gonna charm your pants off.
Hold up,
I
Bart.
think I read that on Grindr.
Bart needs to attempt a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Which is this charm person?
Yeah.
No, it's charm pants.
if he fails the saving throw,
What's the DC in my, or what's the check I'm going? I have to beat.
It's wisdom.
wisdom.
If you make your reflex save,
13.
13,
It's still
okay,
13
so-
from.
if you make your reflex save, your pants are half on.
He fails.
So I charm you.
So what's the description for charm person?
It is charmed. You're charmed until the end of the spell, which is about an hour.
Okay.
Or until any of my companions do something harmful to you.
So what
I'm
do you-
looking at you, Kemp. The charmed creature regards me as a friendly acquaintance.
Okay.
And you listen
Okay.
to me. Like
Okay.
I'm your friend, your voice of reason. And
Got
when the
it.
spell ends, the creature knows you.
Oh.
It was charmed.
It was charmed.
Hang on,
okay.
Hang on. He makes... this is charm person?
Charmed
He makes the
person.
wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Oh, I do. Because
With it, you're right.
still fails.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bart. Bart.
Yeah.
Bart. Have a seat, Bart. Sit down.
Sit next
all
to me,
right.
buddy.
Yeah. Sit
All
down.
right.
No, not him. No, push
Excuse
Kemp
me.
over.
We're having a
touch him.
conversation
Kemp,
here.
don't touch him. Bart, let's come sit down. Let him go get things. He might have surveillance. Yeah, like surveillance spheres. You know, like
I'm sorry?
the surveillance spheres. You
Is
know,
that
those
a thing? I
magical
didn't know.
orbs that monitor regions. Like
Look,
You're so smart. I didn't even
Bart,
know
you're
that.
my best friend.
I'm
Bart.
learning so many new
I
things from
know.
you. Thank you.
Remember that one time we learned that thing?
What's a
I
surveillance?
feel like I'm learning a lot from you.
Bart, if you'd like to come and watch me get dressed, I'm fine with that.
I don't want to be anywhere near you, all right? But if you've got these surveillance spheres that this wonderfully nice, beautiful woman has told me about, I'm happy to let you do whatever you need to do up there.
Let me
But
check.
hurry back, all right?
I'll be right back.
Because I don't trust you. I don't like you and I don't trust you.
That's not unusual for me.
Look, you're the strangest prince I've ever met. And I met a lot.
Thank you. That means a lot. I go and I get dressed and I come back.
Okay.
My clothes are still gross and sweaty, so I'm miserable.
Yeah, I'm sure we're all benefited from what you have done here with your outfit.
Yeah, let me just check my pockets. You know, I didn't bring the surveillance spheres on the trip. Oh, well.
Well, that's okay.
Oh, you know
Bart.
what? If the flower's
Well,
not
if she
here...
thinks it's all right, then I'm sure it's fine.
the flower's not here, I guess we just have to leave and get all our
I'm
stuff.
sorry.
Wait.
Nobody's leaving.
I have all my stuff. I guess we can just go.
No.
Oh,
Nobody's leaving. We are going to sit here and we're going to figure out who has touched my flower. At this point, everyone's kind of gathered at this area in the center. You guys are all near the fire pit. There's the elderly tiefling woman, the two elvish people sitting there. The elderly tiefling woman looks pretty just annoyed, but not mad. She just looks annoyed that she has to be doing this. The two elf couple are just like, they look frantic. All right. Now, where have you been the last 2 hours? Each of you. Speak up.
I've been meditating.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like a nice activity for a
I pat you on the back.
for someone like
For a-
you would do. You thinking deep thoughts. I do that from time to time.
In about an hour, that situation's going to get a lot worse.
Deep best friend thoughts.
I believe it. All right, and you, what's your name again?
I'm Prince Horace Kemp.
I'm sorry. That's not your name.
I was born a beautiful boy. And as
Do you need some coffee?
I'd love some. God, do you have any?
Why is he calling himself your name?
That's a lot of alcohol that you have drunk, my friend.
Yeah.
Is this like a game you do with your servants that they trade names? Like kind of like I hear these stories like a prince and a poor person. I think that's what it's called. Prince, poor person.
That was
they switch.
me. I did that.
Oh, okay.
That's what I did. That's what I did. I dressed as a
Roll
poor person.
a deception
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, buddy. That's a 24.
Wow.
On fire.
You know what? I didn't actually know that people did that. That's all right. Well,
that's me you heard about.
you know, people always say sometimes fiction you read is just crazy stuff, but
So here's what happened. This guy was the pauper, and we dressed him up.
oh, that's why he's wearing such fine
That's
clothes.
why.
Who
Now we stick together, so because we're best friends.
All right. Well, where were you? What's his name?
We call him Prince Horace Kemp. It makes him feel better. Just call me Sweeney in the meantime. Just let him have this one for now.
All right.
Like
I don't know the weird royal role play stuff. I'll call you Sweeney, and I'll call him.
I mean, I guess
Prince
I'll
Horace.
have to
I have a
answer to it.
question.
Sure.
Did I know that she made the spell?
Ooh, good question.
You know what? Make an Arcana check.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, just
Roll a 1d20, and then apply the modifier that says next to Arcana.
So the way natural ones work is...
Yeah. So on Friday Night Quest Natural Ones, we let you choose what the negative effects are.
So basically, if you roll a 20, it's the highest it can be. doesn't matter what you're doing, it's going to be a tremendous success. If you roll a 1, doesn't really matter what you add, because it's a horrible failure.
And I was sitting here doing, this isn't helping.
Yep.
So I choose what negatively
You
happened.
can say, I mean, I guess you just don't know that she did anything.
No, both legs get broken.
That usually happens.
Your legs just snap in half
This is going to be really tough.
from confusion.
Just completely oblivious, I guess.
Yeah, you just, it looks totally fine. It seems strange that we're like best friends now, but you have no idea why.
Right.
Yeah.
Seems
Okay.
suspicious almost.
Might seem suspicious.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe not.
And, excuse me, your skin is, you said it's copper and green? Mm-hmm. Excuse me, tree girl, why are you here? Can you tell me, let's get to know you a little bit better. These three have been, well, to say that they've been up in my business this whole trip, especially this nice one here, I don't know very much about you. Where have you been the last 2 hours?
I have been in my room. I was watching
Oh.
the flower for about an hour, but then I went in to take notes and study my book. And by the time I was about to go back out, I heard the ruckus downstairs.
Would you mind if we took a look through your room?
Absolutely.
All right. Well,
Wait, did you just say that she did mind?
Oh, absolutely not mind. Don't mind.
you
I
do
don't-
mind or you
I-
don't mind?
I don't mind because I have nothing to hide.
All right. We'll see about that. Well, he looks around at the others. And you over there, the elderly woman, you are not going to go through any of my things. You're going to leave me alone and mind your own business. I have no reason to take your stupid flower.
How dare you?
You have a problem with your lungs, miss.
How dare you call the flowers stupid? You're stupid. If you think it's stupid, why are you even here, huh?
You were calling this place stupid
It's
at
stupid
lunch.
because it's commercial when it should be.
I'm sorry, what? It's not commercial. It's this is a fine establishment.
Bart, you're selling like
Izzy,
cocktails are $15, like a pop. You're selling feather pens.
Look,
you're
Izzy,
profiting
I'll
off
take
of a
this as
sacred spot.
I'll take this as constructive criticism. You've always given me such great feedback, so I thank you very much for that.
You have cocktails?
I'm sorry.
They have cocktails?
Bless you, Horace. Your beautiful little
The
head.
other two. I think we should check all their rooms. I don't trust any of these people. They've been loud, annoying, and I couldn't even get through my lunch earlier. Mira is just trying to calm Orm, it looks like. I think we should go through the room, and we should double check everybody.
I have literally not set foot in my room yet, so go for it. Whatever's in there,
okay.
do your thing.
Can I like scoot over to Zereni and be like, when he's in your room, we're gonna lock him in there. And then we're going to go check out the site because there'll probably be evidence around where the plant was that we can detect using magic.
I'm totally into this plan.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. So we'll get him in your room.
Told you I'd get you
Like,
on
what
top
are
of
they
that.
doing right now? What are they whispering about? Does anyone care what's happening here?
Have you been helped?
Can we have said that all in Elvish? Can I like roll
course.
something to like, because we do both.
I can say you guys both said that in Elvish.
Okay, great. So
How much of it did Horace understand?
Oh, I actually do speak Elvish.
I also hear what you said. Me and my wife both speak Elvish.
I forgot about that.
They were just talking about going out and sneaking to look at the.
Oh my
I'm sorry,
gosh.
was that what you were looking to do, Miss? I don't look.
Wait,
tree
wait.
lady. I don't need to hear any more from you,
Can I-
Izzy.
I'm going to punch these hipster elves right in the jaw.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
Can I do something?
Zereni, what do you wanna do?
Can I do something to
You can.
Orm to make him shut up?
Yes.
If you have something, yeah.
What should I? Oh, what about?
It's called Ray of Death.
What?
Yeah, I don't think you just shut up, you stupid.
That'll escalate things not quickly at all.
Okay, maybe. Maybe I should do the.
Ray of shut up or death, if you prefer.
Uh-oh, I only got one slot left.
Okay, maybe
Maybe
not. Maybe
well,
not.
maybe. The only question with friends is that it only works on people who aren't currently hostile towards you.
Oh.
Which, that's why Charm Person was sort of perfect for the situation. Friends is would have been easier before the hipsters had called you out.
Let's just punch them. I mean, there's
Yeah.
two of us.
Yeah, I cast
let's
Ray
just
of,
do that.
We're
Ray
gonna
of
punch
Meat
you.
Fist.
Oh, you're gonna punch him?
We're gonna punch both of you out.
Ray of Meat Fist.
Are you punching the hipsters or Bart?
We're gonna punch the hipsters
you're-
out.
All right, so roll to punch Bart. So
No.
No,
the
the
hipsters are being loud because they understood our Elvish
Oh
plan.
yeah. Oh, okay. So you're gonna try to punch Orm and
What am
Mira,
I
both of them, or just
20,
Orm?
D20.
Okay.
That's not going to look
So
suspicious
you take
at all.
you want to take the lady and I'll
take the
Orm?
lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Bart will be fine with it.
Ah, crap.
So I'm gonna say this is just a
too.
straight strength attack because you're just going to punch. So you add the strength amount of what'd you roll?
a 6.
Okay, what'd you roll, Zereni?
A2.
A what?
A2.
Plus your strength modifier.
My strength is -1.
So I'm sorry, I'm in a 7.
So you both swing.
Neither of you.
Orm and Mira.
Neither of you have any strength at all. This was a terrible
It's
plan.
at least a punch,
from
Sweeney.
Jump Street.
So you swing at the both of them. They like see it from a mile away and quickly dodge out of the way. Very quickly, they both swing back to hit both of you in the face.
All right, I'm gonna cast sleep.
Well, hold on.
Oh wait, shit, I can't.
Hold
Elves
on.
can't be put to sleep.
Hold on.
It's not gonna help at all.
So, all right, this is Orm, and this
I?
is Mira.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
God damn.
Okay, so it looks like Mira misses Zereni, but Orm gets a 15.
Should we initiative?
You guys get initiative, right? Does that hit your AC, Izzy?
Oh, no. AC 16.
So he misses you. So you guys both are in kind of a mini fist. Like, hold on here. Hold on. What is happening? They just tried to attack me. You just saw this happen. All right, now, all of you need to calm down. If anyone has anything else to like to add, and you two, well, Izzy, this seems a little out of character for you, but you're going to sit in the corner, and you're going to stay there until I can figure out what to do with you.
You know what?
I do have the right to stand by while you're inspecting my room, though.
Yeah, get
I don't believe that was in the pamphlet you signed.
I believe that is my right as an elf.
She's right
I don't
about
know
that.
everything about elf culture, but
Persuasion?
I know we have some.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, you
Orm,
can
don't
roll a persuasion.
Okay.
Hold on.
God.
3 to 6.
I don't believe that's a real thing, so I'm gonna have you stand there, and I'm gonna have Togar watch you. I am not a guard. I'm a chef. I don't do. Look,
That's racist.
I don't think any of these people had anything to do with this. They all just seem really. I need a break. And Togar just goes out to the back. All right, now I'm gonna go around room by room. I'm sorry, Izzy, do you have something you'd like to say?
I just want to punch you again.
Or-
Must hold restrained self.
Now, I think we all saw, I said that they were planning to investigate the flower, and then they just tried to punch me. I'm pretty sure they're hiding something.
Nerd.
Now, I do agree with you, Sir Orm, Mr. Orm, but I don't think Izzy would do something like that. But you, Miss, well, I don't even know your name. What is your name?
My name is Zereni Briarfell.
Sure it is.
I'm going to stand up in front of Orm, my full 6'2",
Okay.
muscled out.
Yeah, you are... For all listeners,
Yeah.
Horace is like a ripped dude.
Yeah.
He cuts
in
an
like
Sometimes it may not seem
fine
that way.
velvety outfits.
yeah. He cuts an imposing
I'm going to
figure.
stand up in front of Orm and look down at him and say, like, if my friend Izzy and my friend Zereni want to punch you, they get to.
I'm feeling very unsafe here. I would like to go back to my room and request that we can stay there in the meantime until all of this is worked out.
Yeah, go to your goofy room.
Hey, Bart, you know who would say something like that? Someone who stole a flower.
I did not steal a flower. These two are pointing fingers at me because
Right,
they stole the
Bart?
flower. As you're all arguing, suddenly
Uh-oh.
you hear a loud crack outside, followed by the sounds of wood bending and snapping. You hear heavy footsteps just outside the large doors leading to the cradle.
Ysabel Buchanan. You took us somewhere where there was a demon. You took us somewhere where there was a lizard man. You took us somewhere where there was a dead god. You took us somewhere where there was your old boogeyman. Now, what? Why? You don't get to pick places anymore. I wanted to go to New Cirrhosis.
You know what? I don't even care that I don't have to pick it anymore because the whole reason I'm picking these places is because it has everything to do about me.
Oh. Why? What? What?
As you say this, sounds get closer and closer. Loud thumping right out the door until suddenly it falls silent.
Oh, it must be nothing.
Oh, cool.
then.
It's gone. Yeah.
Is anyone gonna...
Yeah.
Togar leans out to the side. Did anyone else hear that?
Perception check. No. Probably no.
Just no.
I got
17.
24.
Oh, wow. So...
Oh, no. You got a natural 20.
Oh, you got a natural 20.
Then she knows what it
Wow.
is.
So Izzy, you hear like that there seems like there's something big outside the doors. You can tell by the looking at the bottom of the wooden doors that the wood around the bottom where the doors are bent downwards, like the wood is bending, but it's distributed, it looks like along a line, so it looks like more than one things are out there, and they are very big and they're very heavy.
I need to get up to my room.
As you say this, a giant axe cuts right through one of the big wooden doors, rips itself out. Another axe comes in, cuts into one of the doors.
Axe!
Very much like Shining style, just cuts and rips the doors off their hinges. Stepping through the doors is first, a giant skeleton.
Ooh.
About the size of about 8 feet tall. At the top of the skeleton, what would be a normal human head is a large skull with horns coming out of it. They look to be almost tainted green. In their hands, holding giant metal, almost ancestral axes. One follows the first one that came in, then a third, then a fourth, and finally a 9-foot tall 5th skeleton minotaur steps in behind the last one and stares at all of you, silent, and comes at you. Roll for initiative.
Skeletors!
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode. We'll be back again next Friday with part 2 of our adventure with Seychelle Gabriel, and we hope to see you then. Once again, you can follow Seychelle on Twitter at Seychelle Gabe. You can also follow the rest of the Velvet League on Twitter with Jeremy at JLeeFox, Kelly at Girl Meets Bear, and Mike at Super Geek Mike. You can find photos and character art on partialarc.com, that's arc with a C, where you can also listen to full episodes or download the show. You can also find our other podcasts, including Because Comics, where Mike and I talk about comic books and share lots of weird and bizarre stories, like the time that Superman got the power to shoot a tiny Superman out of his fingers. Yes, guys, that actually happened, and it's way weirder than you think. If you like the show, please consider leaving us a rating and review on iTunes. 5-star reviews really help new people find the show and potentially helps us introduce new fans to this fantastic hobby that we love. We also love hearing from you guys, so if you'd like to talk to us one-on-one, drop us a line at FridayNightQuests@gmail.com. You can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all at Partial Arc. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot the body.
So, how much experience do we get?
Well, now we have a skeleton army, so that's pretty neat.